Hello, hi everyone. My name is Chukwueze Victor Walaka. I especially want to welcome us to my YouTube page. I encourage every one of you to click on the subscription button, subscribe, and click on the notification button. Click on it then, so you can get my update on YouTube and my videos. Guess what? Today we'll be taking a journey on personal leadership. So I will be dealing on something I believe we know, but we don't really know. So is on a topic I personally titled organizing yourself. Organize yourself. So because every good leadership begins with two major things. Number one is vision. Number two is self-management. So vision is simply a picture of your future. So if you talk about vision, you're talking about your future. But when you talk about self, you're talking about you. So management has to do with the self-effective use of anything. So when you talk about self-management, you're talking about self an effective use of yourself, of your resources, and of your time. So, one of the things you must know in these two major areas of real leadership, vision and self-management, is vision helps you know where your future or where you're going to. What and Self-management helps you manage yourself, manage you, if I'm to use the word manage you, because you cannot manage others or you cannot lead others if you don't manage yourself. So it's, as I say, it's an aspect of personal leadership that talks about you. So leadership is a broad topic that has to do with a lot of concept and I thought. But personal leadership is one thing we simply don't look at for when it comes to leadership. So, but you must understand this is when you have an organized life, you are ever ready to lead people. So, unorganized person cannot lead any an organization or anybody. So, if you're going to be a great leader, you must first consider yourself, organize yourself. So that's why I want to talk about on this topic about organization of oneself. So, what does it mean to really organize? What does it mean to really organize yourself? Organization of yourself simply means management of your time, and of your resources. So when you talk about organization of oneself, you're talking about the management of you as a person. You're talking about the management of your time. How do you use your time? How do you invest your time? The third thing you're talking about is your resources. The resources that you have, how do you use it? How do you manage it? So organizing yourself, you are considering these three concepts. First is you as a person. Second is your time. Third is your resources. Because organization of yourself is an area of personal leadership. Okay, that deals with you and yourself. That it deals with you and yourself. So, there are three basic um, ways when you talk about organizing yourself. We are going to talk about in this video. First is direction. So if you as an individual or an organization wants to have an organized structure, you yourself want to have an organized life, first thing you must consider is direction. Ask yourself, where am I going to? It's a question that you must insist to answer and to ask yourself, what am I going to? Where do I see myself in the next few years? So, because that will give you a sense of focus, a sense that you know where you're going to. So, you ask yourself, where am I going to? So you have to determine the direction of your life. So if you're going to have an organized life, if you're going to organize your life, you'll always be conscious or intentional about the direction of your life. Always ask yourself, where am I going to? Where is my life turning out to? That will help you set things at the right time. That will help you manage your resources, manage your life, and manage everything that has to connect with you, so that you can have an organized life. The second thing you look out for, or the second way to have an organized life, is your value code. So personal, you can call it personal value code, PVC. I'm not talking about your voter's card. I'm talking about your personal value code. So if as an individual, because I'm not just talking, I might use the word organize yourself. It means different concept. It means you. It can mean your organization. It can mean any areas of life you find yourself. So the second thing you must look out for, if you're going to organize yourself, organize your organization, organize your family, organize whatever area you find yourself, is your value code. Because your value code determines what you do. Your values determines what you accept in your life. Your values determines what your life turns out to be. So people who don't have any value code tend to live anyhow life. So organizations that do not function on value tend to live a disorder result. So if as an individual, as a person, as an organization, you want to have a well organized structure that can be attractive, or that can attract the people you want, you must consider the value you put out for, because your value determines who comes to you. Your value determines what people comes to buy from you. So always ask yourself, what are the value codes that my organization needs to run with? So what are the organizations that my life needs to run with? So every organization you see that strives today are organizations that their function on value code. So value code is one of the keys, one of the ways you can have an organized life. The third and the final thing that I will be saying in this, I'll be talking about in this video, is strategic planning. So somewhere in the scripture that talks about, like, if you're going to build a tower, so you have to sit down and count the cost. So for everything to excel, for everything to strive, there must be a planning process that has to be put in place. Like we say, if you don't plan, you plan to fail. So there must be, if you're going to have the excellent or the organized life you want, you must sit down and plan your life, plan everything you want to see. Result does not happen accidentally. Result happens because of planning. Planning puts you ahead of others. Planning helps you know what you're supposed to do per time and per second. Or planning helps you know what you're not supposed to do. What is it that is your most important priorities? So you have to sit down and plan your life. Sit down and plan your future. So you cannot say you're organized until you have a well written plan that shows you the blueprint of your future, that shows you the blueprint of where you want to see yourself, or where you want your organization to be in the next years to come. Because the future you don't see will not manifest. The future that manifests is the future that you have visualized over time through strategic planning. In your plan, you have to put your visions, you have to put your values, you have to put what you exist for. So you have to sit down and ask, and sit down and count the cost of your life, count the cost of your organization, count what you want, what you exist for, or what you can do. So you cannot have an organized life. There is no way you can have an organized life if you don't strategically plan yourself. So that tells you that everything that strive, everything that succeeds in life is a functional product of planning. The planning is one of the major things you must actually look out for when you want to organize yourself, organize the organization, organize whatever you think that will be of great benefit, of great help to you and to people that is connected to you. to become. People are attracted to people who are organized. Every great leader I and you admire today are people who are really organized. They they look beyond. They look like the future they want to see. So organization is very possible when you understand these processes. I believe and I know that this few few things that I've listed out will be of great help to you and to your organization. Please don't forget to like, share, and comment, and click on your subscription button and subscribe to my page. I love you guys and see you guys some other day. Alright.